Hello everyone, welcome back to Code Dragon. So today we are going to install Linux Mint 2022, the latest version of Linux Mint, which is based on Ubuntu 24 on our virtual machine VMware Workstation. So we can click here, we can go to our official website linuxmint.com, download.php, and there are multiple editions. One is Synonym, XFCE, and Meet. XFCE is lightweight edition and cinnamon is the most popular edition, so we will download it. Let's click on download, and here we can see we have many mirrors. I'll use one of the mirror from USA, Clarkson University. Click on download and it will start downloading. So let's wait for this download to complete. So the file downloaded should be available. So I have moved my file to the directory in which the download is there. Now we can go to Linux Mint page. So this is the minimum requirement: 2 GB RAM, 4 GB recommendable for comfortable uses, 20 GB of disk space, 100 GB recommended, and 1024 and 768 resolution. So what we can do here is that let's go to our virtual machine, and we can click on create new virtual machine. Now here I'll use install operating system later and kernel Linux 6.x. Let me just create a new folder here. Mint cinnamon 22 I have already created, and I'll use the virtual machine name mint cinnamon 22. For me it's hard to pronounce. So I will use the 100 GB disk space as recommended. Now I will split this one, and if you see here memory we have to increase. So we can go here customize hardware, and I'll use 8 GB of RAM to virtual processor, and here we will use our ISO file. I'll use the ISO file from the ISO network is this one, USB controller, showcase, sound card, auto detect. We can use accelerate 3D graphics, but I have seen some performance issue while selecting this option. So we'll keep this as it is, and we can click on finish. Now let's click on power this virtual machine. So once we click on power this virtual machine, so start Linux Mint, I'll press enter. Now it is use Control Alt if you want to again gain the mouse. Now it has appeared and we see here very nice GUI of Linux Mint, Firefox terminal and files. So we could have installed directly as well, but yeah, this gives us very good option to try the Linux Mint. You can see create new launcher here, document. Let me click on install now. We can select, you may wish to read the release notes. Okay, you can use English USS keyboard. You can use keyboard wherever you are, whichever language you want. Here we have option to install multimedia codec. Let me select this one. It's saying preparing Ubuntu drivers. You can see it has automatically adjusted itself as per the screen configuration. I didn't have to do it manually or change display settings, so it is quite well accustomed to the virtual machine. Disable down. You can add your suspect to you suspect the source of the crash is local extension applet or dislike, and disable downloaded add-ons using the checkbox below. Do you want to restart Cinnamon? Then erase disk and install Linux Mint. Yeah, continue. Yeah, select the time zone. It will automatically select as per. So here is asking me to use the name. So I'll use Homelander. Computer name we can use as voice. Let me set the password. So it is encrypt my home folder. Okay. If you can encrypt or decrypt, it's up to you. Usually I don't do it because it's in virtual machine, and click on continue. And let's wait for the installation to complete. It should take some while, and we'll pause the video and come back again when the installation is complete. So once the installation is complete, it will look like this. You'll get a pop-up window. Installation is finished. You can continue testing Linux Mint now, but until you restart your computer, any changes you make or document will not be preserved. It will not be preserved. Anything we do right now will not be preserved. It is only to try, and right now the installation is finished. So we can click on restart now. Yeah, I like this logo. It's so good. You see here light. I haven't seen any issues till now in installation. It is saying please remove installation media and then press enter. So let us disconnect the ISO file. So we can go here in VM. You see here, you can go to settings, removable device. See here, there is no ISO device. You can just click enter. Wow, this is really good. Now we can enter the password. So we get the welcome screen. Welcome to the new operating system. The welcome screen will guide you to the first steps to you how to find help and where to get more information. So we can click on let's go. It's saying show this dialog at startup. So we want, don't want, or if you want, you can keep it as it is. We'll click next. The desktop color. First, make yourself at home. Choose your favorite color or whether you prefer light or dark desktop theme. So I prefer dark desktop theme only, but still we can click on launch. I see here some delay. My virtual machine. It is mixed now and I will keep it as it is, or if I want to use dark, let me use dark. If I click on mix, so I think background, it goes here, the back, it shows background dark, but this one is, as we can see here, as light. So we'll keep it mixed for now. And color, we want this red and this one. So if you see here, it has changed. We'll keep this one only. Let it be default. System snapshot. Let's set automatic system snapshot. Minimum of 2 daily and 2 boot snapshot recommended. If anything breaks, so we can, this is good. We can configure the automatic system snapshots. Is using rsync package. I like this feature. This is really cool and it helps to keep our system and backup. So if anything happens, it has always been with me. When I work with virtual machine, some or the other thing happens and it crashes. I always keep snapshot of the fresh install and whenever I use major work. It is saying 107 GB, we have 389 GB, so we can click next. Daily, keep 5 snapshot. Older snapshot will be removed. So we can decrease, we need 2 only, not more than that. Really keep 2. Next, include all files. Finish. We can create as well. This is very good. I can click on create the snapshot. Let me click create. If you see here, it is creating the snapshots. In the meanwhile, we can check the driver manager to see if it recommends any additional drivers for your computer. Most hardware components are recognized by the Linux kernel and automatically work without the need of latest driver. So it's okay. If we see here, let us see the driver manager. I haven't seen this options in Ubuntu, or if it is there, I could have missed it. So in the meanwhile, what is happening with the snapshot? Yeah, it is going to take quite a while. You can see, you can see how much no drivers needed, how much space this snapshot consume. By default, we have used only 2, so which should be good. The software manager, update manager, you can see what is there in update manager. Welcome to the update manager. This tool provides your operating system with software and security updates. System snapshot, which you have already seen. Okay. So it is asking me to update this one. So we can update, I'll update later. But now you see here it is trying to update the Linux kernel version, new kernel. Okay, which is good. Python support 3.12, Poplar, OpenSSL, Firefox browser, curl, mint install. Do you want to switch to local mirrors? Local mirrors are usually faster than packages.next.com. Okay. Main base noble archive.ubuntu.com. Okay. PPAs. These are the two official repositories. We don't want to restore to default settings on install update. The upgrade will trigger additional changes. It is going to update the Linux kernel and Python. Okay. So we have installed, we can see the soft system setting. Have a look at system settings and configure the operating. Let us see what are the options in system settings. This UI feels good. Until now, like I have been working on this system and I haven't seen the even small glitch. So when I work with Ubuntu, I at least see some kind of freeze in my machine sometimes, but till now I haven't seen anything. So look and feel wise is very good. You see gesture, applets, account details, okay, desktop, desktop icons. I'll not go into much detail here. Display system info. You can see here is using memory of 7.7 GB. Kernel, okay, it is updating to 39 right now. Copy to clipboard, load system. Okay. It is installing software as well as if you see here, just taking the snapshot as well, which is good. It is doing multiple operation on my VM and everything is working very smooth. I'm not able to see any. I'm not observing any issues right now. If it could have been Ubuntu, then I could have got some issue. So now firewall control, monitor and control network traffic by firewall. But we are in virtual machine and it is NAT based, so I don't think so. We should. If you are using antivirus, then it should be good. Windows firewall should work. Documentation consists of collection of guide, okay, new features. So this is good. Click the new button below to discover the new feature. Okay, I'll click launch the new features for me. It takes us to the Linux website and 22 website to share what's new feature. Better language support. Okay, okay. Online account, you can use online account. Software manager, we have already seen. You see after I see Windows button works perfectly fine. I have Windows keyboard and I am able to see that it is working perfectly fine. Let me try the shortcut. If you see here, okay, this is good. It is saying generating cache one. I will give him one moment. We can close this. Okay, it's taking quite some time to open the software manager, which is not expected. The meanwhile, we can see here, okay, you have installed update that requires reboot to reboot your system. Okay, I'll reboot later. So opening the the application software manager is taking very long time to load, which is not acceptable. Now it has finally it has worked. You see here OBS Studio, Audacity, FileZilla, all the good softwares are at the WhatsApp, Telegram, Darkable. There are a lot of good softwares being compiled for this one. So if you go to preferences, if you see here for the added security, they have disabled the unverified plat packs um, for installation of softwares, which is good for security. Let's see last thing. Linux 22 features a super background from Ashish Kumar. Income. Yeah, Ashish Kumar, Senapati, Joseph Kal, Jigar Panchal. We can see the background, desktop background. So when you're working with Windows, wow, I think if we go here, Wilma, we have got very good background. Hmm. I will take CPU pictures. We have zero pictures from Linux Mint. Okay, this is the one from Jigar Panchal. As soon as we click, it automatically changes the background. Let me close this one, this one too. So we can enjoy the background. Okay, I'm loving this Mint, and it is very smooth. It's better to use on virtual machine, which is not quite so with other distros. We'll keep this one. Hmm. Or CPU. This was good. Yeah. Thank you.